Hello everyone, this is Xanderturon, and I am back with Game 21 of the second Reddit Open Tournament Round 3. In this battle on the blue team, we have Putin with a NATO mechanized deck. And on the red team, we have NickDaMan with a Baltic Front mechanized deck. That's right, we got the Battle of the Mech decks. Should be interesting. Especially when you consider the fact that Baltic Front has a pair of decent 120-point tanks to use. You have the Finnish T-72 M1 whatever, which is, it only has, it's like glass cannon. It has 14 frontal armor, but it also has, was it 23 AP? It has the same gun as the Finn mod. So its stabs aren't great, but accuracy's good, and the 23 AP power on a 120-point tank in a mechanized deck. Stick that up your pipe. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. And this is a long deployment. Of course, I do believe that NATO mechanized also has access to a couple of decent tanks in its lineup as well. Well, starting things off, let's see what Putin is up to. Looks like a 2-command start. Looks like the accurate Pequod is heading to Echo, and then he has command infantry and just a regular accurate. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I just change the pronunciation every time. And looks like that's going to be staying back in Alpha. Looks like he's sending a few dudes over into Foxtrot. No, I mean Golf. Could be sending dudes to Foxtrot, but not these guys. And that appears to be a pair of AMX-10RC, so that's going to be that's Swedish. Yeah, so it's going to be Falskemjäger. Pair of RBS 56 in the 9040 and an M1A1, which is okay. So it's just an okay. It's an okay tank. That's literally all I have to say about it. It's not amazing in any way. It's just okay. And also have some Sochong Su-85 and the KFEs and some Commando 90. That's a decent little force he's sending to Golf by the looks of it. Up here he has the HKP-6A for recon. Is that very good? Yeah. It's a pair of M36, or two pairs of M36s. FE432, yeah. So that's going to be Fusilier 90s, presumably. Looks like more Fusiliers. Another RBS 56. More Fallschirmjäger, or whatever the Finnish. Yeah, it's Fallschirmjäger, something like that. And more Commandos. So doesn't look like he's sending a particularly heavy force into the top part of the map, but it looks like he's definitely focusing into Golf. As for NickDaMan, let's see, you got, ooh, too close. Looks like some Sissy in the Zills. Got Spike in the BMP-1. Ikari 90 presumably in here. Could be Pansy Ikari, depending on how he's vetting them. Looks like more Sissy, more, Yakari, Pansy Ikari. That's Pansy Ikari. That's also Pansy Ikari, and he's got 3 M1 Welks, which are pretty solid 85-pointer. And honestly, the only real downside I find with these guys is that their accuracy is not great, but aside from that, they're a solid choice. And we also have the Marksman. Aside from that, we have So yeah, it looks like both players are focusing pretty much into Golf by the looks of it, and probably Foxtrot as well. NickDaMan definitely looks like he's heading into Foxtrot with these guys here. BMP2, that's going to be what are they called? I can't remember. Got the promo, that's going to be Grom in there, I do believe. It looks like more Yakari 90, and of course PT-76B Dishka. It's a 15-point recon unit. You can't really expect too much out of it. But it can one-shot one-armor vehicles, which is always a plus. Because not everything can do that. That looks like just a recon T-55M and a BTR-50. That's good. So it looks like both players are kind of going a bit light into the top part of the map, but it looks like most of the action in the beginning at least is going to be in Foxtrot and Golf. Yeah, let's see how it pans out. I'm surprised I'm not seeing any Leopard Verkennings from Putin, because those are a pretty solid unit. I don't know why I kept that sped up. But yeah, as you can see, NickDaMan and Putin are both going into Golf. And it looks like NickDaMan is going into Foxtrot as well. Okay, yeah. Okay, NickDaMan's trying to send some dudes into Bravo, but Putin has preempted him by putting a defensive force in there. It's an alright position for the RBS-56. I'd say other AT drones could better exploit that just because this thing doesn't have very good range. So something especially like a Conqueror's M or one of the other 2.6 kilometer AT drones would be great in there. Alright, so these guys are getting pretty shot up. Lots of smoke coming out. Yeah, I didn't see Putin start with a mortar. And what is it? Yeah. Falskamsjäger. Falskamsjäger? I don't speak Swedish. Anyway, Putin does have that +2 tick, however. So NickDaMan's probably going to have to do something about that, otherwise he's going to be at find himself in a large point disadvantage. And this is, yeah, the meme. The meme 29. It's like some more commandos and Fusilier coming out from... Okay, yeah, Putin's got a mortar. And yeah, oh, RBS-56 missing. Oh, got a hit. I think it was just on a BTR-50 though. Yep, rip. 9040 is taking fire, but these guys are decently tough. Not the toughest guys, but decently tough. No, M1A1's going to get stuck in, however, at this range it's going to get torn apart by those Wilks. Yeah. If it gets... Oh, nope, goes after BTR-50. And then, yeah, there goes half its health. Oop, Spike coming in on it. Ooh, that might be a side shot. And then a Wilk's probably going to finish it off. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yep. Command WD-43. Yeah, it's just a UAZ. So it looks like Putin's going to have about 60. Depending on where NickDaMan puts it, it's going to be just under 70 points for Putin. Or right around 70. So Chungsu go down hard. Yeah, it's just so much infantry and fire support coming down on him. Oh, these guys are just gonna get torn up by that Wilk. So yeah, scores are right at 74. Alright, so it looks like Putin might be shifting a little bit away from Golf and maybe going to focus a bit more into Foxtrot. However, another thing he could be up to is he might try coming down from Foxtrot into the top of Golf, which might work for him. All I know is that he's calling out a lot of Fusilier 90s, and one of the big reasons you want that is for a cheap access to the Law 80. Which is... its accuracy has been reduced, but it's still decently, 22 AP, 60% accuracy, 20 runs a minute. That's nothing to sneeze at. It looks like the commandos and the Akari 90 or something pass each other. Okay. Oh, these guys expended Kargasov. It might be... Oh, it was a T-55M that was up here. That is a lot of Fusilier 90. This could just be that this is his preferred spammy infantry. That 20 points, which is maybe not the greatest choice for spam infantry, but maybe he just feels that, NickDaMan's put a lot of vehicles in here, so he's going to take infantry that are good against vehicles. Simple as that. Okay, that's 10 units. Oh, looks like commanders are just popping BTR-50s. Oh, these guys might be trying to flank her out, except one of the M113A1s is detracked, because of course it would be. Oh, Panzerkari, Panzerkari just taking apart the M113s. And those Wilks are back up and fighting capabilities, and are probably going to be pretty troublesome to take care of. Oh, that looks like, especially if these FEs get stuck in, GPMG and other, 7.62 machine guns on vehicles aren't great. 50s are good on vehicles, but the Just regular medium machine guns, not so much. Well, that MiG-29 is flying very close to front line. You know, really does expose the fact that NickDaMan does not really have much, if you know, anything in the line of air defense. Oh, yeah. Fusiliers getting a bit caught in the open. Oh, they pop one of the Wooks, though, before going down. And you got, what, more Fusiliers pushing in. Their machine guns turned off so they can use that lovely Law 80. And just so much smoke coming out from Putin. Oh, looks like the Hawks just kind of missed their mark a little bit there. Oh, I got Fusiliers and Panzerkari going at it. However, Panzerkari will have the advantages because A, they have a better machine gun, and B, they're shock, and they also have the... Oh, no. Putin did turn the machine guns on these guys. So a 2-to-1 ratio, they should be able to take care of the Panzerkari, but if the other guy gets stuck in, it might not go too well. However, Putin's also about to just flood the zone, this area with Fusiliers and FEs. So yeah, NickDaMan's bringing up a bunch of support. He's more recon, a manpad team, and an ATGM team, along with a KT. And that KT could be bad news for Putin because he's only just now calling out a Roland 3, which is not exactly the greatest counter for a KT. However, I don't think that NATO mechanized really gets much in the line of, you know, long range helicopter A, you know, anything greater than 2.8. Can't think of anything off the top of my head. It's all wheeled for that in that department. Oh, Hawks bombing some dudes. Yep, that's alright. Oh, Fusilier's about to tear apart the BMP-1 and Marksman, most likely. However, the Marksman could potentially get a stun in. Oh, CC are about maybe have a bad day. MX sensor. Oh, well. Yeah, at this range, those 10 RCs are just going to get taken apart. Yeah, Fusiliers get the Marksman and the BMP-1. Hawk is bombing again. Automatic evac Winchester is turned off, so NickDaMan's going to have to be careful with that. However, all the dudes Putin put into here have been taken apart, but these guys are still there, and are probably going to be a bit troublesome for NickDaMan unless he hawks them to death, which is always possible. Well, RBS have expended most of their ammunition, though I don't really think they've gotten that many hits. Kava 2A coming in with some Rove in it, most likely. And yeah, these Fusiliers are just going to get overwhelmed. That's because, yeah, magazine-fed machine guns just aren't good. Of course, that's not going to stop Putin from throwing a 4-stack of Fusiliers into the fight. I hope they don't get obliterated by a Hawk. Oh, Roland gets 1 hit and 2 hits. And is immediately marked for destruction. A couple of the Fusiliers go down, so about half of them. Oh, and Putin's not even moving that either. Oh, but Putin is calling out some command infantry for Bravo by the looks of it. Which, yeah, I was going to give him a nice +1 tick going. Oh, however, NickDaMan had the same idea and got it out a little bit early because he's putting some command infantry into Golf. So we'll have maybe a pretty negligible +1 tick because he's going to unload those guys in there. Putin's, you know, a couple ticks later is going to get that guy into Bravo and unload it. So yeah, there you go. NickDaMan's ticking at +1. Oh, Fusiliers and Macabre are pushing in. Oh, but they're caught out. And there's mortars falling around them. I don't think they're going to take a hit from it, but you never know. However, these Yukari and Sissy are about to have a bad day at the hands of this Macabre. What's the armor on this thing? 18. Jesus Christ. Oh, another 4-stack of Fusiliers. And yeah, there you go. Acquisition's back at 0-0, but Putin's at 74-5. No. Hawk and an Su-22. Roland is turned on. That's probably going to die. Hawk drops his bombs and evacs out. Roland's shooting at it. Misses. And anti-radiation missile to the face. 2, in fact. And here comes another Hawk. And does a gun run as well because of his fired on position. Doesn't really get anything either. However, no air defense, so it's not gives it a loss or anything. Oh, M48A3 Chaparral. Probably one of the more consistently underwhelming AA pieces in the game for its price. You know, you pay more for this thing than you do for, say, a Krotal, which has 1 all-around armor and is faster. However, basically, the thing with the Chaparrals, you're paying for having, you know, so much more ammunition than all the other, you know, long-range anti-helo pieces. Because most of those things don't carry much ammunition. Only exception would probably be, you know, a Tunguska, which carries 8 missiles. And I think the, what is it? Where's Failmeat? The short arrow, the Japanese one, carries 8 missiles as well. In fact, I think the missiles on the short arrow are fairly comparable to the Chaparral, because they're both 50% accuracy, and I think they're also both fire and forget as well. And I think they have the same range and accuracy and whatnot. However, Chaparral are 6 HE, while the is it 10 SAM short arrow? Something like that. Only has 5 HE, which can oftentimes be a bit of a deal breaker. And Hawks are just gonna bomb away and probably get some good runs going. Yeah, it's a good bombing run. Yeah, Putin's air defense is a little bit lacking, but then again, it's not like he can call an ASF with this dude kicking about. Of course, I guess what he could try and do is call it, you know, save up, get 2 ASFs, and then try mobbing this one, and then hope that you don't lose one in return, and then hope that if you can mob the other MiG-29. Which of course requires, you know, fairly ideal conditions. And yeah, these Jakari and Panzer are just tearing apart these commandos and fusiliers. However, 2 stack of Commandos 90 is nothing to sneeze at. Oh, and the Welk is messed up as well. Yeah, because Putin has 3 mortars going right now. Oh, but here come the Hawks. Chaparral is in position, so it might get a hit. Yep, they're in range. Did it just derp it into the mountain in front of it? Oh, got a hit. Oh, does it get a hit on the Su-22? Yes, it does. Does it get second missile off? No, it doesn't, because it has to reload. And it is also marked for destruction. Or just, you know, NickDaMan is just pointing out its position so we can maybe shoot at it later. Oh, Commando 90s are getting back in the fight. Oh, and then here come the mortars. And it's gone. And Commando 90 is about to get a bit of some backup in the form of fire support from the transports by the looks of it, unless Putin has other plans for it. And oh look, the Hawk. And the Chaparral still hasn't moved. Or barely moved. Hawk is in line of sight. And miss. And miss. And it's gone. Oh, Mi-8KT is sneaking around. Oh, does the HK6P spot it though? Yeah, it's definitely spotted, so I'm going to assume NickDaMan sees it. It also has managed to get his Commando 90 all the way over there. So both are sneaking about. Actually the Axeritz, it's a pretty tough CV unit, so that KT might have a bit of some issues trying to take care of it. However, it could potentially just tear through all these mortars. And it's not like there's a lot, you know, or any air defense there to stop it. Or it could just go and try to get the command infantry. which are defended by an RBS 90 squad. RBS 90. That's air defense. I didn't see that there. Oh, but the Chaparral blaps it out of the sky. Oh yeah, Putin called it a second one. Yeah, if he has two of those working together, they might get some work done. However, that's part of the issues with the Chaparrals, that since you're paying so much for ammunition, it puts into a price bracket where it takes a big availability hit, I feel. Because you get them for like, what, 5.4 instead of whatever the next one up, 7 or 6 and something? I can't remember. Or is it 8? You get my drift. Oh. These guys must... Oh yeah, Falschenjäger probably spotted them moving across. However, I don't think the mortars have hit anything. However, it's basically as soon as these ATG, as soon as that spike team takes a shot at something, it's going to get just murdered by those mortars. Let's see, a bunch of vehicles versus Fusilier 90. Who's going to win? Let's see, looks like Putin's calling out more infantry and more Wilk, or another Wilk. Oh, there we go. 4 stack of BTR 50s. Alright, that's a fire support unit there. The Raskasin Kore? I don't even know. Is this the reserve unit? No, it's the Musi team. Right, yeah, the reserve unit's like the Nostovaki or whatever. And they have the Ladi. Ooh, 4 stack of Charioteers. It's a staple of Finnish fire support, from what I gather. Naughty on shaky ease. Those are a hoot. Ooh, and NickDaMan's going for a Sevian Foxtrot for that +1. Must be feeling pretty confident there. And to be fair, you know, he does have pretty nominal control over it. However, he doesn't really have a lot directly defending it. Like that, even just a Makava 1 supported by a recon unit, like an AMX Tonner C, could really mess these guys up by itself. Oh. Commandos and Fusiliers approaching some lightly armored vehicles. That's not going to go well. However, Panzerkari and Yukari 90, supported by a pair of BMP2s, could be harsh unless, you know, they get engaged like that. Oh, but the Hawks are going for it. Oh, one Hawk goes down. Oh, Su-22 is coming out. However, these guys aren't radar. Oh, takes one hit, and it's gone. That's a bit of a loss for NickDaMan there. He lost a Hawk and a Seed. And I think you don't... actually didn't check the veterancy on that. Su-22, so I don't know if he had upvetted it. Otherwise, he probably has another one left. Oh, Yukari 90 have pushed up to there. However, Falschenjäger, they could beat that. However, an accurate supporting it, a bit of a different story. Especially once those AH-1Js get there. And are the... basically, there's 2 AH-1Js in the game. There's the South Korean one that you see here, which has a Vulcan and rockets. And then you have the American one, which is a recon plane with a... or a recon helicopter with a grenade launcher and rockets. Personally, I like... Hawk's not going to have any direct competition. Oh, yeah, it gets... No, the Falschenjäger jumped out of there. Ooh, if that STRF 9040 gets involved, that could be bad news for him. But yeah. I like this one, because the US also has an H1 something in the helicopter tab that has the same basic armament as this, but instead of the Vulcan, it has twin miniguns, which are honestly not as fun as the Vulcan. Vulcan's pretty fun. Oh, commandos. Fusiliers got messed up and the commandos are there. Oh, but here come the mortars. Oh, but those pair of Wilks. One's panicked, the other's shaken, so their accuracy is going to go to hell. But that's still 76%. Panic one's retreating. These guys are trying to aim. Ooh, they get the shot off. It's going to be close. Nope, they don't. Oh, and NickDaMan has his own mortar going, but Putin's quadruple mortars are fun. Oh, yep. Yukari get blitzed out of existence. Hawk comes out and immediately evacs. He must have lost the line of sight or Stargate realizes a bad idea. Oh, Makava's going after the Wilks. Misses. That's not good. Oh. Ooh, big hit. However, this guy's running low on ammunition. However, with the Fusiliers coming back in, yeah, one Wilk goes down. This guy's down to 4 HP. M36s are going to bum rush him by the looks of it. However, NickDaMan did cap Foxtrot, so he does have that +1 tick going. He's at 32, or now 33 to 74. However, it looks like Putin is, or has called out an CV accurate for Foxtrot. He's probably going to stick it up in here. Pretty standard place, and it's, like I said, is decently tough, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to snipe. So that Wilk got pretty messed up. Oh, Talak 91. It's a 110-point howitzer with the stats of a 120-point howitzer, which means it's better than all of its so it's just a really good howitzer, and also means it's available in mechanized, which means it basically it's a better howitzer that's in any other mechanized deck. At least that's my understanding of the situation. I haven't tested it myself, so could be mistaken on that department. Oh, Fusilier's getting shot up. There's just so many mortars, and Putin's already chewed through about a third of that FOB. Over half the game's over, so he's actually maybe could have gotten more use out of it. Who knows? Who knows? But all I know is that he's definitely making use of that FOB. I'm not sure what these M36s are going to try and get up to. I guess they're ostensibly there for fire support. However, right now he's just driving him up a hill. Oh, when Jay's shifting down. There's a Grom there, which is not the greatest AE piece in the game, but it's still pretty good. Like, if it had 5 HE, it'd basically have pretty similar stats to, say, a Mistral, except with a 2-man team, so I don't know how it would be priced in that situation. But, even at 4 HE, it's good enough, to whack, NATO helicopters pretty easily. Oh, close range RBS 56. Oh, they're going to go off a BTR 50, I take it. It's a bit overkill. Oh, Fusilier's getting bloodied up by some Yakari. Oh, that guy's still alive. Just barely, though. Surprised these Nanion Shikis are staying back, but then again, they're also pretty fragile tanks, so you don't want to just waste them. Well, this Command is just getting right up in there. Just an mortar slinging fight, really. Oh, or the RBS is taking howitzer fire. Oh, there you go. Nanion Shiki E's getting involved. Like I said, they're a solid unit. Their gun's great. Armor's a bit lacking, but that's the price you pay, I suppose. Oh, AH-1Js are spoiling for a fight. Oop, Hawks inbound and evacs. Oh, takes 1 hit and 2 hits. So I think NickDaMan has 1 Hawk left. I can't remember what the availability for those guys is. All I know is that, yeah, these Chaparrals, well, normally I like to... I trash talk these things a lot, but honestly, they're not that bad. They're just a bit expensive for their capabilities, really the best way to put it. It's just, they carry a lot of ammunition. Which also means that you don't have to worry too much about resupplying them. Cheapest supply truck's 15 points, so I guess you could say you saved yourself some money on that department, but not really the time or place for that debate. And so yeah, Commandos and Yakari going out. However, those BTR-50s, if they were involved in the fighting, could be trouble. However, what's happening is, yeah, 1 Yakari unit gets gibbed, and then the second one's going to go down, and the BTR-50s just aren't getting involved. Yeah, big problem with Nanion Shiki E's and just Japanese armor in general is that they just have terrible autonomy. Like, 400's not the worst, but it's not that good either. Still better than the Kiyomaru Shiki. Not much of an achievement, though. Oh, Nanion Shiki, yeah, like a BTR-50. Other thing, yeah, BTR-50s are just 2 on the front, yeah. Actually, I wonder, what are these commandos spotting? Yeah, they're spawning an M2 well, because yeah, anything that spawns, they are going to be detecting. More charioteer coming in. Ooh, and another mortar. Guys, that's what this fight needs, is more mortars. Just has just 3 stack of them. About it. In fact, both sides are throwing their cheap armor into the fight. These things have surprisingly near identical gun stats. What is that? Because I thought the 20 pounder was actually more powerful than the 90mm, but I could be mistaken. I'm not an expert on AFEs and their weapons. These guys are just sitting here, which is a shame, because if they were to get stuck into the fight down here, they would probably win it. However, it looks like NickDaMan's trying to do something here. However, that's going to be a lot of close-range firepower brought against him. There and that, yeah. NickDaMan's howitzer is just ragging these guys. Especially since they're so close in. Okay. Mortar's coming down here. Yeah, he's smoking off the CV. Which is kind of making it obvious where it is, but it's not like NickDaMan can snipe it that easily. He'd have to directly get a unit in there. Nope, here comes the Kurnes. I was wondering when we'd be seeing those. Oh, Falskemayer trying to get side shots in the marksman and failing. Kurnes lost line of sight, or has tried to fire in position and just got stunned by a marksman or by something. Oh, a Promet might have shot it, and then yeah, I got migged. I got memed. Sheer amount of his fire support just takes down those Fusiliers in no time. Falskemayer got a bit of a slapping from that marksman, which of course means it's expended a fair amount of ammunition though. This is 16 AP, isn't it? Yeah. This thing basically has similar stats to the whatever weapon the Tank shall have. Well, Tank shall 85. Ooh, Putin's going to try and countercap Golf. However, that sissy team there is unbeknownst to him. I'm sure that makes some sort of grammatical sense. So that's going to be spotting it. In fact, it would be kind of funny if he drove the accurate right up to the sissy. Which would be weird. I guess he's just going to stick in the buildings. So yeah, those Sochong Su-85 got pretty messed up by the Raskasin Koryamha. These guys, the Musti team. Yeah, accurate. It's taking a pounding, but it's only down 1 HE. Commandos are just sitting in the smoke. Smoke created by NickDaMan by the looks of it. These guys all out of ammunition? No, they're all running pretty low. That's why they're grouped together, I do believe, was to split the ammunition between them. Let's see, more Sochong Su and more KFV-25. Oh, these guys are moving up. They could wind up detecting the sissy. However, there's a bunch of Wilks waiting for these guys. And the M2 Wilk is a pretty solid 120 point tank. Oh yeah, those guys are... Yeah, I don't foresee these guys living very long. They're just running face first without much support. No, H1J is getting stuck in. Oh, the accurate is relocating. It can't be seen thanks to the smoke. And then yeah, in this close range, all these vehicles, it's just these Wilks are now operating at such a big disadvantage because they can't see anything. And they're gonna get chased down by M36 by the looks of it. And the accurates, yeah, just countercapping again. Ooh, but they're getting shots into here. Looks like the smoke is fading a bit. Kava 2A is getting in. Ooh, takes out one of them. And yeah, since it has so much frontal armor, it just doesn't go down easily. And then yeah, it just gets obliterated. Meanwhile, these guys are just getting chewed up. Plus to the face, not a fun experience. It's slightly better than the Law 80. And by that, I mean it has one more AP power. Every other stat's identical on it. However, since Putin's countercapping Golf and Foxtrot now, he is taking up +1, so the scores are now 81 to 53. Syria came out for something. Oh, it could have been for the P-Code. Yeah, smoke. This is probably going to be constant smoke on that thing, so the sissy don't see it. Because I'm surprised Putin hasn't actually tried putting any guys down here. I guess he figured that, you know, putting the Falkenjäger in there would be sufficient. Puma HC1, is that... What is that? Is that SAS? Can't think of what else it would be. Oh, Falkenjäger are going for a walk. However, they're probably going to get detected. Or... no, they'll pass each other without incident. Yeah, those Sochong Su-85 are just going to go down without a prayer. M36s are going to get wrecked. All two frontal armor of ours. The Makaba 2A should be able to clean up the Rescas dudes. The Musti team. Oh, BTR-50s is just going to want to drive right into this. I think he's probably just going to try and get line of sight on that so he can call it a Syria 30. The Chaparrals might get a Syria 30, but not before it whacks the P-Code. Kind of like that. Oh, nope, it turns away from... If it turned the other way, it'd be... Probably would have gone shot down, but it turns away. Oh, Falkenjäger probably popped the Zill that was sitting right there. And now, yeah, he's got a marksman and some sissy after him. And an Mi-24W. Not good odds. These AMX RCs have just been sitting there for like most of the game are finally moved. So yeah, SAS on the ground. Nani on Shikis are just fast moving in. However, an M1 and an M2 Wilk is not good odds, I'm thinking. Oh, they get one of the Wilks, but the M2 wrecks him. 10 RCs. You probably pull him. Oh, I don't know if the 10 RCs can gauge the Wilk at this range. Yeah, the Nani on Shiki E's down. No, they're busy shooting at those guys. And my 24W's just flying by. Yep, one's down, and probably won't be long before the other one joins it. Because, yeah, this thing's pretty tough. Oh, Karnas, though. Just evacs it. Oh, no, bombs. Gets one bomb off and severely damages the Wilk. Oh, double tap. Yep, Seer got double tapped by the Chaparrals. However, that Mi-24W is still coming around. However, the RBS 90 or Chaparral, one of the two, depending on where it goes, is going to take it out. Oh, Chaparral exposes itself to shoot at the Mi-24W and goes down, but not before the Wilk. Or Wilk kills it, but not before the Chaparral gets the shot off, and since it is fire and forget, well, that means that. Like how these guys are just all running away from this, but now they're probably just gonna start dumping HE on this guy's position. And those are still there. Oh, this thing fired off it fired it off at the Karnas as it evac'd. Interesting position. NickDaMan had that good push going, you know, he got Putin out of Gulf. It looked, he just lost steam. Lost a lot of units trying to push into Echo and up this road. We're not really, just kind of holding that position. That would be the best way to put it. And he also lost a lot of units trying to get into the top of Foxtrot. And he didn't, you know, he knocked out a bunch of Putin's stuff, but he failed to kill the accurate, so Putin's still countercapping Foxtrot. And he just lost everything he sent up there. BTR-50 is just going to get massacred by probably the KFE-25. Yep. Oh, he's trying to howitzer the accurate. And actually, yeah, it does have the right ballpark, but He needs to get a lot of direct hits to take this thing down. Ooh, K1's coming out finally. Yeah, Grid's taking. Okay, yep. 2 direct hits so far. Or basically direct hits. K1, that's a classic tank. Not the shootiest tank out there, but it does have a solid chunk of armor for the HP. Okay, M36 is going after Adishka and goes down. Oh, RBS 56 is still there. And it's gone. Oh. BMP2 is going after the Rofier. NickDaMan shifted fire. He failed to get the achieve any result shooting there just because of how tough the Akavets are. MI24D, that's a lovely one. Dropped off some Commandosi. I actually have not seen those guys in a while. The flight has the 16 AP, yes. And they have Glorious Yak B as well. Oh, Chaparral takes it down though. Oh, and the M2 well gets wrecked by the Makavas. Commandosi falling back. Like, the RPG-16E is really good at taking out one armor vehicles. Just because of, you know, good range and accuracy and has enough AP to one-shot them again. It just kind of falls flat against 2 armor because it has to 2-shot them at only 10 rounds a minute. It takes a while to do that. And against something like the Makava 2A, it doesn't stand a chance. However, with the support of a bunch... a lot of smoke coming up. Oop, current S is out and about. What's it going for, though? It's about to get memed. And marksman. Takes... This guy missed every missile, and this guy... That's... kind of lucky for NickDaMan, but... He basically he lost nothing there, and... Putin, you know, just gave away a Kurnas, which is weird. Oh hey, NickDaMan's trying to countercap. The accurate went down. Oh, did the Pantsir get it? I was not paying attention, distracted by the Kurnas. It was here. Did it get moved back over here? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Wow. Shows you how much attention I pay. Because I just noticed that NickDaMan's taking at +1 again. So yeah, no, at 58 to 103, and he's trying to get a CV into Bravo, but it's probably just going to run face first into one of these M113s. And the H1J's coming in on it as well, by the looks of it. Oh, Makava's going after some Yakari. It's out of main gun ammunition, but still has a Browning and a Mark 19. BMP1s might do it in though, same with as well with the Patsy Yakari. Oh, the RBS 56 get the marksman there. Yeah. And yeah, it goes down. Oh, K1's going after some Patsy Yakari. Oh, 94 is going after him as well. Oh, he spotted the CV there. Managed to get his Falk Skim Jaeger there. They're gonna go down, but he knows they're there, I guess. Oh, K1 went down. 9040's trying to hold back the Patsy Yakari. My 24W's heading into Bravo. No air defense there. So many mortars. Oh, it's going after an empty vehicle. Oh, come on. Oh, yep. Might have seen him as it flew right over top. Yeah, there's howitzers coming down. Oh, in the wrong spot, but they break cover. Oh, Mirage donks its shot. It's going to get memed. Yep. And that's game. Alright, so Putin was victorious with 103 conquest points to 83, while NickDaMan came in at 3,980 kills to 3,410 kills from Putin. Because yeah, NickDaMan just looked like near the end he was just pushing Putin back on all fronts, but it was just Putin managed to get that point advantage going early on, and NickDaMan just failed to make it up, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, it was just a lot of the fighting was just that grindy infantry fighting golf. Which is, yeah, it's pretty harsh fighting there. But I know, NickDaMan felt like he came out on top most of the time, even though Putin just had all that artillery coming down, you know. NickDaMan did have the howitzers going. Don't know if that was the greatest amount of points spent, but maybe he only needed one, maybe two is necessary. I don't know. He was trying to go after the CVs with him, but since, you know, he's trying to go after the accurates, it just didn't work out. He got the CV in Foxtrot. I didn't see it happen, but he probably got the Panzerkarte, is my guess. Being a Panzerkarte, he had a bunch of them going around in there. It's just a very, you know, that's always happens on this map. You know, always have that very intense close-in fights. Yeah, NickDaMan maybe could have been a bit more aggressive in golf. Might have helped him win. I don't know. I think the big thing is that since Putin did the 2 command start, he had that early advantage, and he just managed to maintain that advantage the entire game. So I think that's the, you know, best way to put it. And to copy a commenter on one of my previous videos about the Firestarter versus AH-47 longbow, NickDaMan won tactically. You know, he won the engagements, but Putin won strategically, as in his just how he played the game just won him the battle. Just, you know, doing that 2 command start is what, you know, saved his bacon, I think. But then again, maybe if, you know, taking 130 points from an accurate and put into more combat units, he could have really rocked the opener. I don't know. I felt like NickDaMan felt like he had that good opener. You know, he got golf. You know, Putin was barely clinging to it, but barely clinging to golf is what helped Putin win when he countercapped it. You know, if he hadn't countercapped golf, NickDaMan would have won. And also, it's just Putin. It's very odd from Putin that he just didn't put any units into the bottom part of golf there. Like, I guess he just never thought that there would be any units in there, which is, you know, fair enough. But there's a spy team there that died at some point. I didn't see it happen. I think there might have been a truck down there as well that died. Don't quote me on that, though. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Also, don't know what else I want to say. It's just, man, it's just a very grindy fight. Yeah, I'll just call it here before I ramble on about various minutiae. I'm Xander Turon, and this was game 21 of the second Reddit Open Tournament, round 3. You guys have a lovely day.